arrested in the Bahamas
Looking to criminal suspects
and charged with fraud. He was also supposed to testify before Congress.
Sam Bankman-Fried's stunning fall has just gotten worse for him. This morning, federal authorities in New York are expected to unseal the indictment that led to his arrest Monday in the Bahamas. The 30-year-old founder of the failed FTX crypto exchange is set to appear in a Bahamian court today. He was supposed to testify before Congress today to explain his company's sudden implosion. Remember, the once billionaire lost his entire fortune in just a matter of days. We're going to get straight now to CNN's Christine Roman. She's here with more. Christine, good morning to you. He was supposed to testify, and then now this. So what exactly happened?
Just an amazing fall from grace, and so many people wondering where their money is. Instead of testifying before Congress, he's facing an initial court appearance in the Bahamas this morning. Just a stunning fall from someone who was once considered crypto's golden boy.
I love it.
Sam Bankman-Fried, the embattled founder and former CEO of the cryptocurrency giant FTX, arrested in the Bahamas on Monday after U.S. prosecutors filed
When they say he fell, when they say he fell from grace, they're talking about the grace that they did. Like, they're literally talking about the pedestal that they built for him. It's mainstream media that made this man into the, famous person that he actually is. Like, that's the fucking hilarious point here. His lawyers are gearing up for it's not a conspiracy, it's just neurodivergent defense. I love that.
Criminal charges against him. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams confirming the arrest was based on a sealed indictment filed by the Southern District of New York. A person familiar with the matter tells the New York Times the charges against the 30-year-old former billionaire include wire fraud conspiracy, securities fraud conspiracy, and money laundering. And the SEC is...
Dude, come on. That shit's so good. Libs of TikTok face has been revealed. We know what Libs of TikTok looks like, I thought. Daft doesn't watch me. Yeah, that's not surprising. I'm not shocked by this. Interesting timing on the FBI and Justice Department. Maybe they didn't want him to testify. What? No, man. What the fuck? Brother, the entire point of a congressional testimony is so that the Congress can fucking tell the DOJ to inevitably arrest him and charge him. They skipped the step to what? Stop him from fucking doing the other stuff? Like, I heard this before. I heard this from a bunch of people saying, like, conservatives are saying that, like, oh, he's in the pocket of the FBI or whatever, or the SDNY. It's like, no. Like, the things that he got charged with are literally the things that they would have gotten out of him in the congressional testimony, and then inevitably told the DOJ to, arrest him. So they literally just skipped it. One of the reasons why I find this particularly funny is because he was going on a fucking media tour, literally running around, like openly stating all the things that he had done horribly wrong, which is wild. It's like weird that they just let him do that. I don't understand it. Like, I guess, like, it was one of those moments where it's like, oh, because he's so fucking rich and because he already had, like, the go-ahead from the media that he could just, like, keep doing this. It's like if you were a fucking serial murderer, everybody knew you were a serial murderer, and, like, all of the fucking deaths were uncovered, and then you just went on a tour talking about how you were doing the murders. You know? Securities fraud conspiracy, and money laundering. And the SEC is now saying they too have authorized separate charges relating to his violations of securities laws. Bankman-Fried was once considered one of the most powerful figures in crypto before his company suffered a liquidity crisis and filed for bankruptcy last month, leaving at least 1 million people without access to their funds. He has denied defrauding his customers.
Once the dust has settled and once all the investigations have happened, that you won't be arrested for fraud?
I don't think I will be. I don't.
Womp womp. That's crazy that he thought that. What a crazy fucking thing that he thought that. It is insane, bro. You had like $16 billion and now it's zero. And all of that was from the fucking crypto that you stole from people. And you're like, oh, no, it's just, Even OJ only wrote a book called If I Did It and not a book called I Did It, lol. I'm here chilling in the Bahamas. Yeah.
think that I don't think I tried to do anything wrong. I don't know of FTX deposits being used to pay off Alameda creditors. I didn't knowingly commit fraud. I don't think I committed.
Every single aspect of this is just an abject lie. Like, and this is before an investigation was conducted, especially because half of it also like corresponds to things that he said before he got arrested. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
Committed fraud. I didn't want any of this to happen.
This is literally Prince Andrew. I could not have been there doing molestation and child predation because I am incapable of sweating type defenses. You know what I mean? Oh, well, I wasn't wearing my child molester shirt on that day. So clearly it was not me who did the child molestation. Like, he's basically saying like, how could I have done fraud? I am incapable of doing fraud. Got him. That's awesome.
I was certainly not nearly as competent as I thought I was.
The former FTX CEO teamed up with a slew of high-profile celebrities in TV ads and Super Bowl commercials promoting crypto. The key question for investigators, whether FTX misappropriated customer funds when it made loans to Bankman-Fried's hedge fund, Alameda Research. FTX's new CEO, John Ray, paints a picture of a crypto empire with virtually no corporate controls and a shocking lack of financial and other record keeping. Ray, who is set to testify.
I'd say less Prince Andrew and more the SBF is saying, I'm a big fucking idiot. That's why things failed. You can't commit fraud if you're a big fucking idiot. Yeah, you can. And he did. And I don't think that's going to work.
Today, before the House Financial Services Committee, wrote in a prepared statement, the collapse of FTX is due to power left in the hands of a very small group of grossly inexperienced and unsophisticated individuals.
Yeah, like, how do you mess up crypto scamming? Little bro, got to learn from streamers to do it right is the best fucking line here. It's like, bro, FaZe Clan did a better job. Like, can you imagine getting outclassed by trick shotters? Like, that's insane. That he went way, way beyond the scope of reason. FaZe Clan did that, and then they did a fucking SPAC, and they're fine. You know what I mean? They still got like a Warner Brothers contract. You know, they're doing great. This motherfucker had positive coverage from every media outlet, and he fucking scammed so goddamn hard that he's going to jail. It's crazy.
There was no person who was chiefly in charge of positional risk of customers on FTX, and that feels pretty embarrassing in retrospect.
Virtually no regulation, absolutely no risk management, and just the beginning of legal hurdles for Bankman-Fried. A representative for him, for his legal team, did not immediately respond to CNN's request for comment, but it raises all kinds of...
Yeah, he did. Also, the other thing is he did straw donations, right? So part of his indictment is also campaign finance violations. And if you've been in this community for long enough, you've heard me say this. You are the dumbest motherfucker in America if you get caught doing campaign finance violations. This is a country that allows you to literally spend unlimited amounts of funds on any political campaign you want to by way of dark money super PACs. If you are fucking that up, you are literally the dumbest person on the planet. I'm looking right at you, Dinesh D'Souza. Holy fuck, dude. Can you imagine? Like, you just couldn't use the proper channels that have been codified for you. It's like, I don't know even what to compare it to. It's like going to jail for fucking not sheltering your assets. Like, in the United States of America, the entire system, especially if you're over a certain level of wealth, is designed so that you can just, avoid paying taxes. Okay? Like, they're tax haven states, Delaware being one of them. Yeah, and you still fucked the bag up. It's just like, you're lazy, you're stupid. I don't know what to tell you. Like, the entire system It's like getting arrested for shoplifting a candy bar when the entire chocolate factory is free for the taking. Yeah, pretty much. You think they should regulate crypto? Fuck yeah, they should. What do you mean?
Of questions about where the money went for these investors. And remember, this was a platform that was marketed as a really easy entry-level way to get into crypto. So regular people, like all the Main Street investors, could get into crypto. No one knows where that money is.
I'm so fascinated by the fact that he's done all these interviews recently, and despite his lawyers telling him to basically be quiet. I wonder how that's going to play into all of this.
I mean, there's all of this sound of him explaining what he did and didn't do. That will definitely play into this. I mean, any lawyer would tell you, shut up, sit down, and we have to investigate what happened here with this company. But he is, even this weekend, he was talking to the BBC.
Yeah. Let's discuss now. Kara Swisher, she's the host of the podcast.
The only person I can compare it to is Bernie Madoff. Yeah, except Bernie Madoff was working within a system that, like, still has like some level of security. Bernie Madoff was also writing the rules, ironically, while also simultaneously breaking them. Crypto is basically openly designed for fraud. That's why FaZe Clan can do it. You know what I mean? Like you could be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet and you can still successfully commit fraud and do a rug pull on crypto. It's an unregulated security. You know what I mean? It's literally just a speculative asset designed so you can do, like, originally designed so you can fucking buy drugs and weapons potentially in the black market, that turned into basically a safe haven for people to scam other fucking people who are just broker than they are. It's just straight up created for that level of fraud. You don't know anything about crypto? Yeah, and here I am, not fucking scammed. Here you are, a dumbass, still trying to fucking advocate for crypto, okay? So weird. So weird that, like, these things keep happening in the fucking crypto space. So weird. Not recognizing that if you're an anonymous Twitch user in my chat being like, nah, man, I'm ride or die. I'm an evangelist. I'm a maximalist, actually. Fuck you. You're so fucking stupid. You don't understand. Like, it's still working off of your father's probably hard-earned dollars. You know what I mean? Like, you are the fucking dupe. You are the guy that they are stealing the money from.
Podcast on Kara Swisher.
Yeah, it's just a completely unregulated security. I hate that, like, people make it seem like it's anything but that. And there is no, like, tangible asset associated with it either. It's just pure speculative asset. It is just pure speculative asset. It's just gambling. Actually, no, fuck that. In gambling, you can make money. It's just lighting your money on fire. Okay?
Thank you. We appreciate you joining us this morning. Here's a question.
No problem.
We weren't sure that there would be charges because it's not regulated. You know, there was this whole back and forth. Were you surprised by this? And it was just before he was supposed to testify in front of Congress, Kara.
No, I've been saying he's going to jail quite a bit. I mean, fraud is fraud. And, you can dress it up with crypto and you can dress it up with all kinds of saying I didn't know what was happening, but it's fraud. And so I think it's a pretty straightforward case for the government as long as they have the proof that he was knowledgeable about what he was doing and that he moved the money. He can't just say he didn't know especially since he owned everything and was running everything and had this whole group of people in the Bahamas doing such. I assume they have testimony from others there, but they wouldn't do this without some cause that he knew what he was doing.
Hey, Kara, good morning. I think it's your birthday soon, or it was, so happy belated.
Yeah, thank you.
But let me ask you.
I told you, the moment that he fucking duped rich people, I told you he's going to jail. That's the closest similarity he has to Bernie Madoff. Aside from the Ponzi scheme that he set up, basically taking money and then taking the fiat currency that he was getting from other people and then dumping it into this, like, or trading it for the fake coin that he had created inside of his own like operations, and then using that money to pump up, like, Alameda's currency speculation. Which was his girlfriend and his polycules company. The other part of this that was, like, very similar to Bernie Madoff was that he fucked over rich people. When you fuck over rich people, you go to jail. That's it. You steal from the poor, you'll become rich. You steal from the rich, you go to jail. There is no other way around this.
You about this. You say it so well and so clearly. Fraud is fraud, no matter if it's dressed up with crypto. But Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, says, and this is a quote this morning, that Bankman-Fried, quote, built a house of cards and a foundation of deception. This comes in an environment when none of those folks regulate crypto, which makes this easier to have. Go ahead. I was going to ask does this lead to some actual meaningful change in terms of regulating this stuff?
Yeah, I love the speedrunning by crypto bros in the last 500 years of scams and financial failures for them to learn why we have financial regulations. Yeah, but okay, there's two types of crypto people, okay? And you're not the first type. I'm just going to fucking start by saying this. There's the one guy who knows it's a scam and is in on the scam from day one. He's in the fucking ground floor, okay? You're not that guy. Then there's the second type of crypto guy who doesn't realize it's a fucking scam and thinks oh, I have these libertarian paradise dreams. I think Sam Bankman-Fried and others like him are the first type. They know that it's a scam. They just want to fucking make money off of it for as long as they possibly can. Okay? That's it. And the reality is, you're not one of those people. If you're in here, you're not one of those people, okay? You're not like the Winklevoss twins or whatever the fuck. You're not Elon Musk. You're not any of these motherfuckers who has who can do currency manipulation if they want to, you know? In the crypto world, of course. You're not. Women can get scammed too? Wait, what? I don't even... Okay.
Stuff.
Well, they were beginning to regulate it. Remember, it's a nascent industry. And so they were starting to do that. They had put all kinds of recommendations. The administration had done it. Gary Gensler has talked about it a lot. But they were just trying to decide how to do that when this happened. And so it still is an investor thing. They still have
okay, crypto bros and crypto broads. How about that? Okay.
Existing laws that they can use to apply to this guy. And, and I think probably they got irritated that he was going around talking to everybody. And his mother about this situation. And so I think they probably were like, enough is enough. Let's put him in jail. It's not unsimilar to Bernie Madoff or many of the others who have been convicted of similar crimes.
Well, Kara, that's what stuck out to me was just in recent days, he was saying, I don't think I'm going to get arrested. I don't think I'm going to be detained if I came to the United States, because he's supposed to be testifying before a congressional hearing today, but he was set to do so over Zoom. And so I kind of wonder how much damage all the media interviews, all of them that he's been doing, could be in a factor on top of what the allegations are that he's facing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. He was just convicting himself over and over and over again, and saying he just didn't think he was going to be arrested is exactly what you say before you're arrested. And so, his parents are law professors at Stanford University. They certainly knew the stakes here. I think he was I called him the unmade bed and pretending he didn't know what was happening. And this little boy he dresses up in shorts and sort of moppy hair. I think I don't know. I just was sort of like, it seems like you are an adult and you know what you were doing. But he was trying for that, this sort of, I found it disingenuous, but he was trying for this, I don't know where the money was. It was in the drawer here and someone must have taken it, that kind of thing.
Listen, I remember after...
Infallible. Totally, just incredible defense, dude. I mean, everyone will surely go along with that. Oh, I'm just the weird guy. I'm a little autistic guy. Come on, I'm a neurodivergent and not a minor, but come on. Come on. Let me just do a little bit of a fucking just mass commercial level fucking Bernie Madoff level Ponzi scheme and fraud. And also, I mean, he hit the trifecta. He also did straw donations. How fucking stupid can you be, dude?
After Madoff, everyone was going, what were the warning signs? Didn't people know?
So many.
So let me ask you this, Kara, because the New York Times is reporting, this, it's called CZ, or Changpeng Zhao, who is, he's a crypto exchange finance, head of a massive crypto exchange Binance. He offered to save FTX, but then he took a look at the books and backed out of helping, saying, I guess
he has the same issue. I'm sorry, dude. Suck me. If you think that like that other fucking exchange is actually somehow better, you're a fucking idiot. And we will be having this conversation a couple months down the line where you'll be like, oh man, you were right on that one too. It's like they're all the same shit. They're all the same shit. They're all the same shit.
He saw issues. So what could he have seen that may have been a warning sign? And then the follow-up is, should he have said something, or were people not listening?
No, I mean, it's not his job to do that. He probably saw leverage upon, like lots of warning signs that they were borrowing back and forth. And, there's other people here like Carolyn Ellison, who ran Alameda Research, this hedge fund that Bankman-Fried owns most of, I think 90% of. And so she was also, they were all tweeting this. This is the thing. They were all talking to each other in public, which makes it even more interesting from a prosecution point of view.
That's my point. Was anyone listening?
They're just leaving. They're like dropping criming all over the place. I mean,
they're listening now.
It was sort of interesting to listen to the interviews. Yeah, they are.
Not even months, dude. Binance pauses USDC withdrawal, sees $3 billion in outflows since yesterday. Ay, dude. Yeah, if I was CZ doing the exact same thing that my supposed home